Hi everyone, Al the Psych here. I have a quick video for you today that I've entitled Reward versus Punishment and Regression Toward the Mean. And what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to read a section from a book called The Drunkard's Walk. This is by Leonard Mlodinow, 2008. And I really like this one section, so I thought I would read it to you and see what you think. So it shouldn't take too long. Okay, so he's talking about Daniel Kahneman here. In the mid-1960s, Kahneman, then a junior psychology professor at Hebrew University, agreed to perform a rather unexciting chore, lecturing to a group of Israeli Air Force flight instructors on the conventional wisdom of behavior modification and its application to the psychology of flight training. Kahneman drove home the point that rewarding positive behavior works, but punishing mistakes does not. Okay. One of his students interrupted, voicing an opinion that would lead Kahneman to an epiphany and guide his research for decades. And then he says, "I've often praised people warmly for beautifully executed maneuvers, and the next time they always do worse," the flight instructor said. "And I've screamed at people for badly executed maneuvers, and by and large, the next time, they improve. Don't tell me that reward works and punishment doesn't work. My experience contradicts it." The other flight instructors agreed. To Kahneman, the flight instructor's experiences rang true. On the other hand, Kahneman believed in the animal experiments that demonstrated that reward works better than punishment. He ruminated on this apparent paradox. And then it struck him. The screaming preceded the improvement, but contrary to appearances, it did not cause it. Okay, did not cause it. What could it be? So how can this be? The answer lies in a phenomenon called regression toward the mean. That is, in any series of random events, an extraordinary event is most likely to be followed, due purely to chance, by a more ordinary one. Here's how it works. The student pilots all had a certain personal ability to fly fighter planes. Okay. Now, raising their skill level involved many factors and required extensive practice. So although their skill was slowly improving through flight training, the change wouldn't be noticeable from one maneuver to the next. And any especially good or especially poor performance was then mostly a matter of luck. So if a pilot made an exceptionally good landing, one far above his normal level of performance, then the odds would be good that he would perform closer to his norm, that is worse, the next day. And if his instructor had praised him, it would appear that the praise had done no good. But if a pilot made an exceptionally bad landing, running the plane off the end of a runway into the vat of corn chowder in the base cafeteria, then the odds would be good that the next day he would perform closer to the norm, that is, better. Okay. And if his instructor had a habit of screaming, "You clumsy ape," when a student performed poorly, it would appear that his criticism did some good. Okay, see how this is working? Okay. In this way, an apparent pattern would emerge. Student performs well, praise does no good. Student performs poorly, instructor compares student to lower primate at high volume, student improves. Okay. The instructors in Kahneman's class had concluded from such experiences that their screaming was a powerful educational tool. In reality, it made no difference at all. So isn't that kind of interesting? And I just wanted to add, and typically I like to refer to, if you're going to increase a behavior, I think of in terms of reinforcement rather than reward. And when I think of like punishment, like say physical punishment, or if you're talking about a child, maybe a spanking, yeah, maybe that works temporarily, but it certainly doesn't work in the long term. And what you're actually doing is you're teaching your child to hit. So anyway, I thought that was kind of an interesting little blip from the book and something to think about. And that is it. Thanks.